Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation, man? What is going on, YouTube, man? Raiders always have to be in the midst of some motherfucking drama, man. If you guys haven't heard, the Raiders have officially announced that they are exploring trade options for superstar wide receiver Davante Adams. Coming off, just what was it, yesterday when supposed from former Raider or current Raider head coach Antonio Pierce on a post that said that the Raiders were looking to trade Davante Adams. Very unfortunate, you know what I mean? I wish nothing but the best for Davante Adams. I like Davante Adams. I just don't think it's where he's playing at now is what he was sold. And what I mean by that is when we picked up Davante Adams in the 2021 offseason, or 2022 offseason, coming off the 2021 season, the Raiders were a team that was, coming off a playoff appearance, was a team that was able to overcome all the adversity from, John Gruden being fired to the whole Henry Ruggs debacle, and was able, 1 yard short away from beating a team that was in the playoffs or in the Super Bowl in the Bengals. So Adams was like, oh man, maybe this team is on the up and up. And then not only that, but I get to go play with my best friend and my college quarterback, Derek Carr. He gets here, and we all know how the whole situation ends up with Josh McDaniels. And then, you get to the point to where Davante Adams gets frustrated, or obviously Derek Carr gets shipped off, right? And then we bring in Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo starts getting Davante Adams killed. Then you have the whole, receiver shit on Netflix where it shows, he was throwing his helmets and, saying, I got to get up out of here and this, that, and the third. A lot of that went into this season. It was a lot of Davante Adams has done some good things here, but he's also done, some questionable things. A couple things I will say is over the last year and a half, I have said that I think Davante Adams isn't going to be here very much longer, and it's because a lot of his body language says that. I know a lot of people try to tell me otherwise, but, over the last couple of years since Derek Carr hasn't been here, he's kind of shown that he doesn't want to play. He's dropping a lot of passes, things that are very unlike Davante Adams. Just like I said, to me, the body language has shown, his play on the field, his performance on the field has shown that he doesn't want to play here anymore. A lot of people have called me wrong, but I'm starting to see everything come to fruition now. So anyways, back on the false pretenses thing. So Davante Adams was brought here on a lot of false pretenses. Everything was blown up, and he was pretty much brought in to become a rebuild. Also, as much as I'm not a fan of Gardner Minshew, he also rooted for Aiden. Gardner Minshew is a lot like Jimmy Garoppolo in terms of coffin balls, but I'm not going to get into that. But anyways, so Davante Adams is going to probably more than likely be traded. And I'm cool with that. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I only want players that want to be Raiders. If you want to be a Raider, I want you here. If you don't want to be a Raider, I don't want you here. You can't handcuff somebody that don't want to be with you. It's like, being with a woman. Oh, well, you don't want to be with me, so I'm going to force you to be with me. Well, that woman's going to go out and she's going to, pass herself around to all these other men, then come back to you and offload it onto you because you forced him here. So it's just a bunch of baggage, right? Davante Adams isn't going to want to go out there and play and perform at his best for a team that he doesn't want to play for. That's keeping him handcuffed. So in my opinion, like I said, if he don't want to be here, let him go. And not only that, the Raiders are going to be able to probably get some draft picks. It's like I said, in my opinion, this team is rebuilding. But get draft picks. There's a situation brewing over there in New York that I've been talking about. I mentioned about a month ago with Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick, very similar situation with the Jets. He doesn't want to play there. The Raiders have a need for pass rusher. Malcolm Koonce is out for the year. Max Crosby's been banged up. Hassan Reddick's sitting over there. Hassan Reddick's a pretty good pass rusher. He's 29 years old. And he doesn't want to play there. Then the Jets low-key have a need for wide receiver as much as, they have Garrett Wilson. And Aaron Rodgers would love to have Davante, right? And I'm sure Davante would love to go play with Aaron. So and the contract numbers are very similar. Like the Jets supposed to give Hassan like almost 30. So that trade makes a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm not surprised. I've been saying this on my channel. Once again, if you're new here, subscribe, hit the like button. I go live every single day during the football season and talk about the Raiders. I'm not surprised, man. This team is Davante Adams is at the pinnacle of his career, at the twilight of his career, where he's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. He wants to go out and he wants to try to win a Super Bowl championship. He wants to put a stamp on his legacy, and that's the only way for him to do it. And unfortunately, he's not going to do it here, at least not this season, and probably not next season either. So, do right by him and send him out. You know what I mean? Wish you nothing but the best, Davante, but I feel like the Raiders, they're not going to miss much without Davante Adams, in my opinion, guys. Brock Bowers is really, really good. I think now that you're seeing the Raiders see what they have in Brock Bowers, they're not really too worried about it. We seen, you know, last week's the game against the Browns. The Browns had a #1 ranked defense last year, dude. A lot of those guys returned, and our offense didn't look too bad without him. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, man, let me know how you guys feel in the comments section down below. Hit the like button, subscribe once again, guys. The road to 2,000 subscribers, as always, will continue. I will be live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys know what fucking time it is. Go Raiders, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuce.